You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, last night I did a video where we talked about the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Todd Bowles, deciding not to use a timeout, essentially tapping out in the game against the Lions. And then later he came out and just said he felt like the game was a foregone conclusion. Now, one of the potential outcomes if he had used his timeout was forcing Detroit into attempting a 50-yard field goal. And, what happened between the Bills and the Chiefs is the exact reason why you put them in a position to have to kick a 50-yard field goal, because 50-yard field goals are not chip shots. I mean, nowhere close. If you think a field goal was a gimme of any distance, well, you're making a bad call. Don't believe me? Of course, ask Tyler Bass, who has now had to leave social media after this generation's version of wide right from Sunday. And, of course, look, guys, fans is short for fanatics. And, well, Tyler Bass is receiving death threats because of the missed field goal he had in that Chiefs-Bills game the other day. Now, look, Bills Mafia is a great fan base, and they are really showing up to try to support this guy. He's very big on giving to a charity that's involved with cat rescues. I rescued cats for years, and I don't do it anymore. But, man, I mean, hats off to him for supporting this organization. And the Bills Mafia fan base has rallied around that. But for it to have gotten so bad that you've got to jump off social media because of death threats, that's a really bad look for a certain section of the fan base. I mean, come on. At the end of the day, we are talking about just a game here, all right? This is the New York Post. Bills kicker Tyler Bass has deactivated his social media accounts after reportedly receiving online harassment and death threats for missing the potential game-tying field goal in Sunday's divisional round loss to the Chiefs. Bass, like Scott Norwood, I'm plenty old enough to remember that, missed wide right in Sunday's 27-24 loss to the Chiefs, adding another heartbreaking chapter to the Bills' futile postseason legacy. Quote, ultimately, you can put it on me, Bass said. I've got to do a better job of keeping my target. I've got to do a better job of playing it a little bit more left to right. I've been playing here long enough to know you've got to do that. It just didn't work out. I feel terrible. I love this team, and this one hurts bad. Some segments of Bills Mafia has attempted to rally around Bass amid the vitriol by donating to the 10 Lives Club, a no-kill cat rescue in Blasdale, New York, that Bass supports. And I'm going to skip that because I've got an update on how much money has been raised, and it's jaw-dropping. Quote, we stand with Tyler Bass. Don't bully our friend. We just heard the terrible news that Tyler Bass is receiving threats after yesterday's game, and our phones are ringing off the hook from people who want to donate $22 to 10 Lives Club in Tyler's name. The 10 Lives Club posted on the Instagram. Tyler doesn't deserve any of the hate he's receiving. He's an excellent football player and even a better person who took time to help our organization and rescue cats last year. Leave our friend alone. And there he is right there holding a kitten. Bass deactivating his Instagram and Twitter account shows the unfortunate side of social media. For as much as it brings fans closer to athletes they admire, it also gives them access to harass and share their thoughts. Well, it's social media. You're going to take shrapnel, no doubt about it. But, I mean, come on, folks. Death threats, really? I mean, I expect to be cussed out. I've received death threats. It is what it is. I mean, I do sort of expect it. at this point, but, it's still ridiculous. That brighter side of social media is shown in the $22 donation since Bass wears number 2 to the cat shelter for which he is an ambassador. And there's been an update to this. There's been an update right here over at WKBW. Quote, I really hope people rally around him. Kimberly LaRussa of the 10 Lives Club. It's very unfortunate to hear that he's been given a hard time today. He's a human. He's a person. We all have feelings. I know people are very passionate about football in Western New York, but you also have to think about him as a person and as a human. He happens to be an excellent football player. He's an excellent human as well. As of Tuesday evening, LaRussa says the 10 Lives Club has received hundreds of donations. Listen to this, folks. Totaling more than $146,000. And it's not just Bills fans donating. LaRussa said they've received donations from Chiefs fans and Steelers fans. And of course, that's the two teams that the Bills most recently played. So, that's good looking out by the Chiefs fan base, by the Steelers fan base, to step in. Look, Bills Mafia has always been known to sort of show up. Bengals fans have always been known to show up for various causes. That some of the players that are playing for other teams or somebody they just got through playing, you're always hearing stories about Bengals fans. And now, of course, Bills fans, Chiefs fans, Steelers rallying around this guy. It's a good cause. It is, man. It's kind of crazy. I saw this and was like, man, he had to leave social media? That's crazy as hell. But, again, fans is short for fanatic. People are passionate about their football. It does seem kind of ridiculous to me. I understand there's a video out there of this guy that, at the end of that game, that fan is just broken. It honestly, and this is, I thought the Bills would beat them in this game. I did. I thought, well, you know what? This is it. It's going to be in Buffalo. The Bills are going to take this game from the Chiefs. And I think that's probably why this stung so badly for Buffalo fans. You got them in their house, in your house. You think you got them on the ropes. This is going to be it. And you still get beat. And even worse, you get beat by a field goal like another wide right. Yikes. What the hell? That's the worst part of football, full circle. Still, death threats? Come on, folks. Really? Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.